Alrighty, welcome back to the HUDDLE Podcast. We are now on Riverside instead of StreamYard. StreamYard is garbage.
And not the road.
Yeah. A lot of news to talk about. I say we get into the draft first.
Yeah, let's do it.
So Cam Ward goes first. Let's just get the Shedeur shit out of the way. Fuck it. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
are you guys surprised by this? Like, that was an all-time fall.
Yeah, no. Him dropping to the second round, I wasn't shocked. After the second, that was shock. I couldn't believe Dylan Gabriel went before him. I feel like that's almost disrespectful.
It's a mistake.
Pick 144 in the fifth round.
It's a mistake, man. It's a mistake. Like, I don't even think he's that good, but to say that he's worse than Jackson Dart and whoever that other guy was, I wasn't even looking at that guy. Gabriel, was he from the Bible? What the hell is that?
I will say, so there are reports coming out that he didn't interview well. They asked him to study stuff. He comes back and they go, "Did you study it?" And he goes, "No." He told certain teams, "Don't draft me. I don't want to be drafted by you." He obviously, like, he's Dion's kid, but
yeah.
A lot of baggage comes with that. So are we really that surprised?
I mean, I thought, I mean, Cam Ward is the clear one quarterback, I think.
Yeah.
Though this whole quarterback class isn't great. Jackson Dart, I thought would compete with him for sure. Mm-hmm. So him being taken over Shedeur, I was like, okay. But then we got Milroe and Gabriel. I'm like, okay. We've gone too far now.
It's just deep. Like, when, I don't know. I really thought he was going to the Steelers at 21. Honestly,
so I almost bet it. I'm happy I didn't. I was scared.
So the Browns QB room is a complete mess. Can we all agree?
Oh yeah.
You know what's crazy though? I mean, realistically, I know this sounds maybe crazy, but is it them? They have Kenny Pickett, right? Kenny Pickett and Deshaun.
Yeah. And Joe.
And Joe Flacco.
Dude, Shedeur is the best quarterback in that
Agreed.
whole group.
And two quarterbacks from this draft, though.
The Dylan Gabriel pick to me was weird. If you're gonna get Shedeur, why get, like, I don't see,
you know why,
Gabriel outperforming Shedeur whatsoever.
Well, I think the Browns didn't expect Shedeur to be in the fifth round either. They were probably like, whatever, man, we might as well fucking get this guy.
They moved up because it was assumed that the Eagles were going to take him just as a backup.
Okay.
So, I don't know. I mean, Quinn Ewers, has he been drafted yet?
I didn't see him off the board yet.
Let's see.
Like, we're recording at 5:25. Yeah, April 26th.
I feel like Quinn Ewers.
Round.
Okay. I feel like Quinn Ewers only entered the draft because he didn't have a starting position next year at Texas.
I mean,
I think he could have used another year of college ball, but I mean, Archie Manning he's going to start.
He has to now.
Yeah.
My team has also drafted. The Texans have also drafted a quarterback a couple picks ago.
Who'd you take?
Graham Mertz. Florida.
To go back to the Shedeur thing, the Saints took some nobody over him. I didn't know who he was.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
Well, here's the deal though. Shedeur has so much baggage, and he probably told him, "Don't take me."
Yeah. I mean, if he said that, then that's a different story. Which is a crazy thing to say on draft day. Don't take me.
No, not on draft day. In his interviews, when he was projected to be number 6 overall.
Dude, that's such a bad look. How can you say that? You're gonna lose out on money.
I mean, he thought he was going first, and I will say, like, the guy who faked the voice call to him, telling him he was getting drafted, and then said, "Oh, you're gonna have to wait." You're a scumbag for doing that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Dude, I I'm not the biggest Shador fan or whatever, but you got to be you got to munch on penises to do that to a guy. Like, get a life, Buster.
That's nuts.
Yeah, that is crazy.
I get it. I get what you're saying. Like he had a bad interview and didn't learn stuff. You shoot your shot in the dark earlier than round 5 though on Shador. You throw a dart at the board and you're like, yo, if this doesn't work out in round 3, it's a round 3 pick, made a mistake, but like the talent, especially in round 3, is there.
Okay. So where do you think he goes? Like last year's draft, where would you put him in the quarterbacks?
Oh yikes!
You know what I mean? Like he
even
probably
last
wouldn't
year,
get
though.
drafted.
He was
Last
still
year
a round
wasn't
3
great
quarterback.
either.
He was still a round 3.
Yeah, last year wasn't great either. The year before that, then he's down there for sure. Like,
yeah,
he'd be way below CJ, way below Richardson, way below Young. Like,
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. I don't think last year's draft class was that bad. Like Caleb Williams is going to be fine.
it was good. Yeah, he'll be good.
The one team no one talked about it, but I was like, okay, it's the 4th round. Go get Shador. Is the Colts? Like,
yeah.
Ooh, go get Quinn Ewers. Go get one of these. Like, why not go get one of these guys? You're really gonna do Anthony Richardson for another year?
I think that's the biggest point. Is like, how did you not take a shot on Shador earlier in the draft? I mean, obviously these teams are seeing something we're not, because for him to slide to the 5th round, no matter how bad your interview is, no, like even if you say don't draft me, if it's round 3 and I need a quarterback, if I'm the Colts or even the Browns, or the Saints, like I'm like, fuck you, I'm taking. If you want to sit out and be a whiny little bitch, go ahead. But like, let's be honest, your dad's not gonna let you do that. You're gonna put on for the city and you're gonna go play football like a man.
He almost had to go back to Colorado where they retired his jersey.
Dude, that's tough. I saw someone change the retirement logo from like number 2 jersey to 2nd round pick. That didn't even happen.
Yeah.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to some other draft stuff, because I don't know. I'm excited about our pick. All the Bills players I like. We filled out the defense. We picked up Voldemort. He's chill. I actually like that kid. So if you don't know, he is from a viral video a couple years ago of him just smacking bags, and he looks like he's never played a down of football in his life. My boy can play now. He's a stud. Okay, thanks, guys.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry,
I didn't know we were supposed to interject into Voldemort's intro there. Yeah, no, I think the draft has been it's been a good watch. The first round was interesting. Like, obviously Cam Ward was going first. Obvious. I thought Abdul Carter was still the best player. I thought maybe he could go first.
Well, just in general too with that, it's like, I don't know, it has been a pretty straightforward draft. If you look at a lot of the first round picks, like mock drafts were pretty similar to what, like Genty, for example, or Will Campbell,
Travis Hunter,
to the Patriots.
Moving up to get. Sorry, Carson.
No. Yeah, it's on the same topic exactly.
Yeah, like Travis
We
Hunter
knew he was
moving
going
up to
top
get
5.
him. I like that pickup for them.
Yeah, that's a cool move. I think both teams kind of won that trade.
Mm-hmm.
The Jags get a guy. I believe they said they're going to use him at receiver. Sometimes throw him on defense if he wants.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's good for Trevor Lawrence. I think that's good for Travis Hunter. I think the Browns won that trade too. Like, they got a first for next year. They got their first
insane.
this year, an early second, and another first next. Like, that's awesome for them.
And they went and got Mason Graham, who's going to be a stud on that. Like, their defense is going to be really good next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just who's going to be throwing the ball.
You got 6 options.
Yeah, you do have a lot of options. I wonder what that'd be a fun Hard Knocks to watch. 5-6 quarterbacks just duke it out.
Yeah.
Not much duking.
Have the Steelers taken a quarterback yet?
I don't know.
So it's really
I don't
just
think
like
that they have.
praying for Aaron Rodgers now.
I think the the Giants had a really good first and second round. They got obviously Abdul Carter. That defensive line is going to be just disgusting next year.
They might be sneaky. It's tough with that division, but honestly, like,
and they got Jackson Dart to throw to Neighbors.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, he's good.
And they can split back now. Yeah, Scadaboo and Tyrone Tracy, like that's a good split back.
Yeah, 100%. And honestly, just throw Jameis out there, man. Just let him whip that ball.
Yeah.
It is weird that they signed Jameis and Rust and then drafted Dart.
Well, I think they weren't sure what Russ was doing, so they're like, "Okay, let's go get." Because Dart's gonna sit this season. Like that's just what it is.
Yeah,
you're gonna probably win more, and they're playing for their jobs pretty much. The coaching staff is. Yeah. I don't know. Like Russ and Jameis. Jameis is an all-time backup quarterback.
Yeah, for sure. Like we were saying, I don't understand why you want 3 of them.
I do.
I think you're paying one of them for no reason.
No. Because if Russ gets hurt and you have to throw Dart in, they're not going to win. Like they need 9 wins for the head coach to have a job next year.
They're not going to win.
The thing
anyways.
is too. Yeah, but what position would you rather be in, the Steelers or the Giants?
Yeah.
Oh, Giants for sure. For sure. And I mean, they got Russ for cheap. I'm just saying, I would almost prefer it is if my Jameis or Russ, who's starting, went down, I would almost prefer to be like, all right, the season's a wash. Let me throw in my rookie, give him some play time, let him feel the field out. Like, I prefer that, which could still happen. Russ Winston may never see the field.
Yeah, but he's not going to be their rookie. Like, you're drafting and planning for now. Who cares about the next head coach?
I mean, they traded up to get him. It was a big move.
I don't know. I feel like you win more with Russ and Jameis.
Yeah, but you're not winning a playoff game with them. That's why you drafted this guy.
Doesn't matter. You need to not go fucking 4-12 this year.
I mean, that's their line with Russ and Jameis, so we'll see.
I don't know. I the Cowboys are vulnerable. If I were them, I would have picked up Shedeur.
Yeah, I mean, you did just sign Dak to a fat contract, but he does keep getting hurt.
And I don't know. Washington had a good draft as well and a good offseason, so they're going to be good. The Eagles, there's no shot they're going to be bad. Like, their defense just keeps getting better and better.
I don't know how it's going to be tough for the Giants.
They just constantly hit in the draft, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Even they got Campbell out of Alabama in the first round. He was supposed to be like a top 20 pick, and he fell.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to be unreal. Instantly replace Burks. Gone. Boom. Here's your instant replacement. He's going to make an impact on the field. The Eagles are a scary team still, for sure.
Can I just say, too, the way the Lions draft is like... they have the prettiest board ever because it's like Alabama, Ohio State, like all these big-name schools they just draft from.
I was kind of surprised. I think they took a defensive lineman in the first round.
I'm not shocked. They beefed up their O-line and then they fixed their defensive line with that pick because there's rumors of them re-signing Zadarius Smith, which would be huge. Hutch is going to be back, and then you got a backup for either of those guys. So.
Yeah, that could change if you guys sign Zadarius, but I feel like there was a lot of good edge rushers still on the board when the Lions picked. I mean, that would have been nice to put someone with Aiden Hutch and not have to pay them what Smith is going to want.
Yeah, but they also picked up a wide receiver, which I thought was interesting.
Well, they might lose JMO, right?
There's trade rumors. I don't see it happening. They just picked up his 5th year, and same with Hutch's 5th year.
Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of money, I wanted to see. I don't know if you guys heard or not, but Genty already has a contract,
Well, yeah, the
and
first round contract.
yeah, but it's the second most guaranteed for a running back in the league right now, behind
It's because
Saquon
he was
Wait,
the
at
what?
32
it's because
mil.
he was the 6th overall pick. Yeah,
Yeah,
the way it
he has
averages out, yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, Jake. He has the second most guaranteed money of any running back in the NFL right now, to Saquon Barkley.
So here's my thing with running backs. If you're gonna, and this was a big topic last offseason, oh, we don't want to pay running backs. We don't want to pay running backs. Running backs should work the opposite of how every other player works because they're better when they're younger, when they have less mileage on them. So they should get higher rookie contracts, and it should bleed off instead of they get a rookie contract, and then once their 5th-year option is done, everyone's like, well, this guy's been ran through 5 seasons, so we're going to not pay you that much because you're used up.
Okay, yeah,
I think that's fair. It's just tough though. Like the guy plays on a blue field. How can I expect him to be? You know what I mean? Like I don't want to hate on the guy. He might be like a great running back, but I'm not
He's
as
going to be
hyped
good,
on
man.
him. I'm not as hyped on him as everyone else. I don't think. I feel like if you're in the Big Six, then or Big Ten, sorry, then it's
Different,
a
right?
pretty good chance that you'll be decent. If you're, I mean, they're just not playing these great defenses in college, and that kind of scares me a little bit.
You could see it in Penn State, though. Like, he was a beast. He was breaking tackles there. He'll do just fine. He'll have a better O-line. I mean, when you look at their team, like, you got the best tight end last year, Brock Bowers, who's going to be a stud again,
Yeah,
and you went and got the best running back this year.
yeah.
I think
Hopefully they get better.
I think Ashton Genty is definitely going to be a stud still. I think he's going to be very close to what Josh Jacobs is.
Yeah. He's a workhorse, man. He's gonna. I don't know. We're gonna see some video next year of him just steamrolling an NFL player.
Agreed. He is just a little tank. His NFL comparison was Alvin Kamara, I believe.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, so I mean, that's a pretty good compliment.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, if he's that good, I'm happy for him. I don't know. I feel like his value is high because there's nobody in this draft like in terms of offensive like weapons. No one's really talking about anyone huge like they were talking about Marvin Harrison or Jaden Daniels or you know what I mean.
Bro, that's perfect because the next name I want to bring up is T-Mac McKillen. He got taken 9th overall to the Panthers. He was the number 1 receiver in the draft. Do you guys like that for the Panthers? Another person to throw to for, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, man. Here's the problem. Like, well, or the good thing I guess for the Panthers is that division is still like I love the Bucks, obviously, but they're not like a big win team for some reason. I don't know what it is. Like they always have a middling kind of record, and I think that division is pretty wide open in terms of the second spot. Anyway, I think Bucks will still win that division next year, but in terms like Falcons, Saints, Panthers, I feel like any of those guys can grab at least the second spot, if not first in that division. So I think it's good that they're attacking the offense right now.
I do like the pick because his NFL comparisons Michael Thomas. Dude's huge. He's like 6'4", giant vertical, like massive, and then you have Leggett on the other side. Like I think that is a good duo to have, especially for your young quarterback.
Better
but
than
that line
Grandpa
last year
Thielen.
was tough. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's my one thing I was gonna say is they do need to beef up the offensive line. You have a small quarterback and he's not like a small Kyler Murray where he's stocky or any of these other small guys we see. He's a slim quarterback who's not known for running. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't see what I honestly the Panthers like. They're just not that interesting to me. So I didn't see the rest of their picks. But if they beefed up their offensive line, then I'm more than fine with getting your young quarterback another weapon who's big.
Yeah.
Like that'll be good for him to throw up and just be like, he's up there somewhere. Go get it.
You didn't even say it this fancy way, Jake.
Fuck it, he's up there.
He's up there somewhere.
Yeah.
Sorry, what I was going to say about the Carolina Panthers. I mean, I haven't seen what they've drafted in the 5th, 6th, 7th, but I know the first 4 they went receiver, which I still think is a great pick. The receiver.
Yeah.
Then they went edge, which I think that's okay. Their defense, like they struggled to get to the quarterback. And then I believe they went defensive tackle. So they really beefed up the defensive line and haven't touched the O line.
Wow.
Kind of scary.
Actually, and they drafted another receiver in the 5th, I think. So
yeah, kind of scary.
it is fun to watch. It will be fun to watch though. Bryce Young, because Leggett, he had an okay year last year. I think McMillan is gonna have he's gonna be filthy.
One of the Lions.
Yeah, he should be good
today. One of the picks today said, "I will die on that field for you, coach."
Oh my god.
Oh, can I brag about my boy who we drafted?
Oh yeah. Let's go through. I like going through these first round picks.
The Bills drafted. First off, I love their draft picks. Like I think almost everyone that I've looked at has been a stud. But this Maxwell Harrison kid dapped up almost every single first round draft pick before he got picked. He got picked number 30, and he was smiling the entire time, dabbing everyone up. So I'm excited for this kid. He's the fastest player in the draft this year. The Bills needed their defense to be, I mean, they're getting old. They're banged up last year. So some young speed is going to be really good for the Bills. I like this kid.
Yeah, I saw him dab everybody up. Definitely seems like a good locker room guy, solely based off that. He also looks like a stud.
Yeah, and it'll be nice to have if he turns out well. It'll be nice to be reassured because last year, like in the playoffs, that one dude, I forget his name, we cut him this year, and he was a first round draft pick. He was not fast enough to keep up with these guys.
Yeah. Carson, you mentioned the Bucks earlier. The Bucks had probably one of my favorite picks in the first round. I thought it was fire. They got a bouquet out of Ohio. Dude.
Yeah.
That is going to be the nastiest trio in the NFL next year.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, and it's good that they did it.
Yeah, because their receivers, like Mike Evans is old and Chris Godwin got banged up last year. He got hurt at the end.
Yeah, exactly.
They might have a better wide receiver core if this kid turns out than anyone in the NFL.
Yeah, I really do think this might be the best trio. He's going to instantly make an impact.
Yeah. I think they had a case for that even last year. I know that sounds crazy, but like Evans isn't going anywhere. He's been crazy since the day he came into the league, and Godwin's obviously a beast as well. I think he had 1,400 yards, not last season, but the season before. So, and Evans was obviously a 1,000-yard receiver. So, like going into last year, they did have one of the best wide receiver cores, apart from maybe Bengals, Vikings, Texans. But all of those, you could argue, are the best. And yeah, this year, definitely a lot better. And they still have White, and they still have Buggy Irving and Sean Tucker. Like that offense is.
And that tight end there, Cade Otton, I think his name is. He's Cade a stud as well.
Yeah, he's a sneaky guy, 100%. Yeah,
they
have an awesome
there. Are crazy. Even
Guys,
even the even the receiver they drafted last year, Millen, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Like even he had a good season. He Millen put up, I think, like 600 yards for them. Like, he had a good season.
Yeah, he
and
did.
Now
He was good.
they have four receivers who are all like. For those listening, Carson's making an absolute mess of his room right now.
Okay.
We're back. Prescription jugs.
Oh, yeah. I just thought that was a really fun pick in the first. I don't know if that was needed because I do think Millen was good last year. And I do think like Chris Godwin's got years. He is injury prone. And I think Mike Evans still has a few years on him. But that is just a fun pick. I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
If you're
It's
a Bucks
nice.
fan, you're excited.
Yeah.
Who else had some good picks in the first round?
Hold on. I just want to say, like, if you're a Browns fan and you look at the Buccaneers compared to you guys, like, giving up Baker Mayfield was the worst mistake you've ever made.
And he had a good rookie
That is
season.
He got them their first playoff win in like forever.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
So, and the big issue was, Odell Beckham Jr. didn't get along with him, and they wanted him to play through injury, and he did play through injury. And then they're like, he sucks. You guys are stupid, and this is why the Browns organization. Like, if you're a Browns fan, I feel bad for you.
I don't.
But yeah, obviously, but like,
Wow.
now you have a mess in your quarterback room. Like, their quarterback room is going to be like the Real Housewives next year.
Oh, yeah, no, it's definitely a mess. It's a mess over there. It's terrible. I'm happy it is.
Well,
that
I'm
way,
sure a lot of them
so,
didn't like the trade even like back. You know, they were probably like, "Give me a dual Carter," or even Travis Hunter. Instead, they're like, "No. Let's give up these guys." Which I think, like you said,
Bill
I think
Carter
that is probably a good decision, all in all, just because of the draft pick next year. Go get Arch Manning,
Yeah.
but still, just brutal.
Aiden, how do you feel about your picks?
Everything but the first round, I've enjoyed quite a lot, to be honest.
You don't like their first round pick?
Every pick. We picked Stewart out of Texas A&M. He's a defensive end. The dude is a freak of nature. Like, athletically, he has a 40-inch vertical. The dude, he's like 6'5", 260. He runs a 4.5, like, unreal. But everyone says his technique is terrible. And they don't think he'll make an impact in his first year. They think he'll have to learn to make an impact. Because he has the athletic ability. He just doesn't have the brains, it sounds like. So that makes me nervous. And obviously, we're in a win now type of moment. And there was still Pierce Jr. on the board. And there was Mike Green on the board, who dropped actually a lot. He fell quite a bit. But I thought we were going to take Pierce. I thought he looked better for sure. It could be either way though. This guy, like, he's Myles Garrett size. Like, we're talking like a big man who's just fast. But he only had 1.5 sacks a season for 3 seasons in college. So we'll see.
Carson, how about your first round?
They traded it.
Well, yeah, we traded it. Traded it away. Got 3 extra picks out of it. Not bad. I think that overall their team is pretty solid right now. Like, I don't think they need a lot. I would just say that they need depth, especially at wide receiver, which that is what they got in the second round. In their first pick of the second round, they got what's his name there? Can't even remember his name. Let me go to it real quick.
Higgins. You guys got Higgins at Iowa.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, he should be good. And, yeah, I don't think that they need a lot. They got an offensive lineman as well in the third round. I think that if they just focus on the offense, then it's good. And so far they've been doing that. Their defense is going to be insane next year. Honestly, it's going to be crazy. They re-signed all these guys, including Daniil Hunter, who had 11 sack season. So Will Anderson still on his rookie contract. It's just nice. It's nice to see them finally doing something good. It's been so long since
Yeah.
like even when they were making the playoffs, like 5-6 years ago, I knew they weren't going anywhere because their quarterback was fucking Brian Hoyer or Brock Osweiler or fucking TJ Yates and oh Jesus.
Oh,
Anyway,
when they had Watson, there was momentum.
yeah, and then he started getting massaged,
Then he got hurt
and all of a sudden,
and found out he had a new hobby.
yeah. Well, it seems. You know what? I had a theory. He's faking injuries right now on the Browns so that he just gets paid and can still go to the massage therapist. Probably get something out of his calf being rubbed.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway,
Yeah, that needed that.
yeah, 100%.
Oh my god. What's another? There was another. Oh, Green Bay took their first round receiver for the first time since 2000. That was interesting. With a wide receiver room.
Yeah, it's just weird. I feel like that's the last thing they need. Dobbs, Jaden Reed, who's like a beast in my opinion. I think he's sick. And who's the other guy that they have? They have another
They
guy.
have Watson and Wicks.
Watson and Wicks. Yeah, they have four solid guys already.
Yeah.
You guys are shocked by that pick?
Yeah, I didn't think they were going to go first round.
Oh, really? See, I feel like they needed to.
For wide receiver?
I don't know.
There's no number one. That's the issue. That's what all like listening to Green Bay fans, and if I'm wrong, let me know. But
they have four sick number twos.
Yeah, and I think Jalen Reed could be a number one.
I don't know. Everyone seemed happy. Every Green Bay fan seemed happy. They haven't picked a wide receiver in the first round in forever.
No, it is too. I think when your team takes a quarterback, wide receiver, or running back in the first round, I think you'd be excited no matter what. It's something to watch.
100%. For most people, offense
if you're a casual NFL fan as well.
Yeah.
If you're a casual NFL fan as well, like the picks, the people you know are your quarterback. If you have a stud on defense, like a defensive lineman, your wide receiver and your running back, like those are the main pieces you focus on, and it's mainly offense because that's more fun.
Yeah. 100%. I'm trying to think anyone else that was a crazy pick.
Sawyer dropped a lot more than I thought he would.
He did.
Think he's on the Giants now? That's going to be... By the way, can I just say, I'm bringing it back to Shedeur. They needed to shut the fuck up about him after the first round. Like, stop talking about him. He was best available for 6 rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, at some point, you got to stop talking about him because he's falling. And everyone else in the audience wants to hear about their picks, not... Oh, Shedeur Sanders, I can't believe the Saints didn't take him again. And I don't know. It was...
No,
it
I
just
get what you're
annoyed
saying.
me.
The thing is, too, with quarterbacks in this league...
Go ahead.
Sorry, Jake. I was just going to say, like, the thing with quarterbacks in this league right now is I feel if you went through every single team, most teams know where they're at in terms of quarterback. Or at least they are happy with what they have right now. Like, there's not a lot of teams that are, like, in need of a quarterback, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see what goes on with him because like the Eagles were getting ready to pick him as a backup. Like he was going to be a backup.
Yeah.
So I mean, I thought the Titans were going to go ahead and take him and just be like, We'll see. You know what I mean?
I honestly,
Flip a
I
coin.
wouldn't even hate that.
I mean, he might be a mess.
Tell you who would hate
but
that. Both of those guys.
Yes.
Yeah, because they don't really get along.
No.
Shador asked Cam Ward, "Hey, we should make a song together," and he goes, "I'm a football player." That was also a video that was circling the internet after he didn't get picked. Like,
damn, that's cold, dude. That's cold as hell. Bro, I'm a football player. What do you mean, make a song? Oh my god. I love that.
That's tough.
yeah. I don't know. The draft was good. I don't really have anything else to talk about it. Like, we'll see how these guys
got much in that.
figure it out.
Yeah, those were all my favorite key moments. I enjoyed some of the picks. I thought the Bucks, yeah, that was fun. Green Bay was interesting.
Oh, by the way, shout out to Green Bay for bringing it. Like, they need to start doing this more where they go to, I know they are doing it more, but like Detroit last year was bumping. Green Bay this year bumping. Like, New York sucks as a spot for the draft.
Yeah.
You want to know what? They should do one. I hate them, but they should do it in Kansas City. They should do one in Buffalo. Cincy would also have a big turnout. Like, all these places who really love football will show up.
Yeah. No, they've done it for what now? 2 or 3 years?
Yeah, they did one in Tennessee a couple years ago.
Yeah. So like I think they're gonna stick with this. It also helps out the city. Like I think it turns into a big event. So I think that's really cool.
I think they should start doing whoever gets. Now they can't really do this because it wouldn't work with timing. This takes years to prep, but whoever's the first round, whoever gets the first overall pick, gets the.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
Yeah, people would start tanking just so the city makes more money. Yo, tank this for us, please. We need this.
I got Sportsnet on.
Baltimore, Maryland, please tank this.
Biz is sitting at a children's table, slamming a Red Bull right now.
Hell yeah! You see his reaction
Oh.
on live TV.
I didn't turn around fast enough. His reaction?
Yeah, they were going in between commercials, and he was watching the Toronto game the other night, and they scored an OT. He just goes, yes. And they're like, I wonder what team just won, and like they pan back to him and then show the replay of him celebrating.
Do you want to get into that now?
Yeah, we can talk hockey now.
Alrighty.
Okay, let's do it.
Now it's my turn.
Alrighty. So I let you boys start about it.
Let's
Okay, well,
save
hold
the
on,
Leafs
hold
for the last,
Okay, yeah.
because that's gonna take a minute.
Well, we have until like 6:30
let-
to record this.
Let's do that.
Well,
But
let's rip through these teams. Go ahead, Carson. Sorry.
Okay. Well, I was just gonna say, I got big news for you both. Okay. Now, as you know, I'm not the biggest hockey guy. Certainly the lowest of the three of us. Okay. But I've been keeping up with the playoffs this year a little bit, just looking at the scores, the box scores, not really watching the games. Jake, Aiden, I am indoctrinating myself into the Toronto Maple Leafs. I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Welcome
I'm
aboard,
doing it.
my fuzzy feline friend.
Thank
Arm
you.
me
Thank
up.
you. I didn't
Here
have
we
a
go.
team. Didn't have a team, so might as well stay
This is a
Canadian.
year to
Might as
do
well
it,
stay
man.
Toronto. And yeah. So get a hat
Stanley
next
Cup
week.
year right here.
Fire
Hell
me up. Yeah.
that's
the
my
most Leafs
stance.
thing ever to do would be to choke this away.
Don't say that. Don't even say
Don't
that.
even. So what is it?
Um,
Sorry, I know we weren't going to get into the Leafs right now. But
They're up 3-0 in the series.
yeah.
Aiden, I think you wanted to go over other NHL teams.
let's just rip out the other. Let's just rip out the other series because let's be honest, all we care about is the Leafs here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Edmonton Kings. Thoughts? Kings are up 2-1 in the series.
I think it's at first I was saying there's no way the Kings win this. I think it might be their year. They look hotter. The McDavid was the only one going on the first night, and their goaltending is questionable.
They're questionables.
Yeah.
Saying it nice.
They're paying.
Yeah.
They're still paying Jack Campbell, who came from the Leafs, more money than what Anthony Stolarz is getting paid, the goalie for the Leafs, who's been nothing short of rock solid. I'll save my Leaf stuff for after.
I 100% agree with you. I think Kempe and the Kings, they're on a heater, and Skinner is. Dude, that was nice of you to say the goaltending isn't great because their goaltending is donkey ass dick, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what'd you think of the game last night? Because it kind of does play into the fact that their goalies suck. Because when you have to win a game by one, I guess two technically with that last pulled goalie goal, empty net. But like when you have to win a game with 6 points in the NHL, that's pretty serious.
Yeah, every game too. That's the only way they stay in it is if they score 6.
Yeah, exactly.
There's two successful teams or successful things that every Stanley Cup champion has that puts them above the rest. It's the third and fourth line are absolute studs, and they win you some games, like we've seen with the Leafs, and a hot goalie. Like last year, he was on fire, and everyone was. I was confused because I know he's shit.
Yeah.
So they got lucky with a hot goalie last year. He's not hot this year, and look what happens. You can't let in 6 goals in a playoff game. You can't.
No.
Look at Allmark and he's been better the last couple days. But you let in 6 goals.
They're so ugly too.
You're
like
not
that nutmeg. Yeah. Oh, God.
5-hole, yeah.
Dude just got absolutely embarrassed.
Yeah, you need a good goaltender to win it. Like
100%.
The Florida last year had insane goaltending.
Yeah.
What else we got?
All right, we have Minnesota, Vegas, and Minnesota is currently winning 2-1.
What's that series at? Wow, Minnesota. Good for
up
them.
2-1. Yeah.
Fuck Vegas. That's
I'm just happy for Minnesota too.
Yeah.
All right. Then we have this is one of the better series, Stars Avalanche.
Yeah, I feel bad for the Stars and the Avalanche because they get paired up every year and have to beat. Like you're gonna see one of the best teams out in the first round because they have to play each other. So
like both of those teams could win cups for sure.
Yeah, they're good.
We have Jets Blues.
Jets look good. Two of the better goalies are gonna be out in the first round. Like Binnington and Hellebuck are complete studs. So it's been a fun series to watch. Like Winnipeg is the whiteout games it's something special.
It is sick.
Yeah, I'm rooting for them too.
I feel like same Canadian. But both those teams, I feel like, dude, they come out firing on offense. Just firing every game.
Yeah.
We have the Canes and Devils.
Oh, so boring. Stinker. The Devils suck.
Yeah.
Devils don't belong there. Montreal Caps.
I'm not surprised Montreal won yesterday. I think playing in Montreal gives them a huge boost. And I think the Capitals, I said it a couple weeks ago, I think they were really chasing the OV goal scoring record, and after that, they've been poop. So I think it might go 7.
I like that take, to be honest. I like that take.
Mark Stone has bleeding from his face right now.
Oh, no. Maybe go on injury reserve.
Oh, by the way, I forget who it was, but Colorado had a guy from their Stanley Cup team come back after 2 years.
Yeah.
really freaking cool, man. Like that was another cool storyline. They thought this guy wasn't going to be able to play hockey ever again because his back was mangled.
Yeah.
So, man, hockey players are just so tough.
Unreal.
Oh yeah.
Another good series, Tampa Bay Lightning versus the Florida Panthers.
I did not expect Tampa Bay to roll around on their belly and just let the Panthers mount them and proceed to plow the shit out of them.
They did win yesterday 5-1.
Bro, it doesn't matter.
doesn't.
Tampa is... I can't believe they would just get bounced around like that in their own stadium.
Yeah,
Florida dog walked them.
losing the first 2 at home is tough.
Yeah, I don't really care. I like Florida might be one of those situations where it's 4-1.
Yeah. Yeah, Florida still looks good. Goaltending still crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, here we are. I'm not even going to say it, actually. But the Leafs are 3-0 against Ottawa. Here we are.
So the biggest complaint that the Leafs have received over the past years is the core four, which is Matthews, Marner, John, and Willie, haven't produced. They have 19 points in the finals. Fuck me, I wish. In the first 3 games. They've been unreal. Willie, the past 2 games, hasn't looked great. He's got to get a little pep in his step. You got Max Domi having a terrible game. What does he do? Oh, he scores the overtime game winner at home. Their defense has looked unreal. Stolarz has been a brick wall. He's been one of the biggest delights because he's so solid in that net. And I don't know. I may not sound happy, but because it's not over,
Okay.
job not done.
Well, I just have a question for you. Like, what do you attribute it to? Because if I'm not mistaken, not even the 3-0, but the 2-0, when they went up 2-0 in the series, I think it's the first time they've done that since 2002, if I'm not mistaken. Like, what do you attribute that to? Do you think that that's their offensive coordinator change?
No,
Or not coordinator, sorry.
Yeah. You're good. I think it's their defense. They've never had a solid defense like this. Like guys like Chris Tanev on the D, like so solid back there. The goaltending's never been this good. If you only let in 2 goals and you have
a good chance.
You're gonna get at least 1 goal from the core 4.
Yeah,
you should hopefully expect that. And then you got the 3rd and the 4th line who are out there beating ass. Like Pacioretty, they took out Robertson and put Pacioretty in, and he's just a solid old vet. And it's just overall, this team is well built for a Stanley Cup. It sucks that we're gonna run into Florida in the second round, but Stanley Cup teams have to beat good teams. So I would say mainly it's their defense and their goaltending being just way better.
and some credit to their coach too. Like he's a hard ass, bro.
Berube there's a clip going around when they scored in the first game.
He's like,
he's like, yo, act like you've been here before.
He literally said, "This is the first goal of the series, and it's game 1. Chill out. You don't get to be excited right now. This is not what we came here for. Right? Game 1 is not what we came here to win."
Yeah.
I think he's just like, so out of the core 4, nobody had no player on the offense had more than 20 minutes of ice. Nobody had more. So I think the highest was 1958, something like that. That's another thing that helps. Like you get guys like John only playing 18 minutes a night, and he gives you his best 18 minutes. It's good.
Yeah, they look good. They look good. Please go on a run with the Leafs. You're the most heavily involved out of all the teams across all the sports that all three of us are invested in, you're by far at the top with the Leafs. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like this year just feels so much different. I've said that in years past, but they're running all four lines. Last year with Sheldon Keefe, Mitch would have had 30 minutes in that last game, and we wouldn't
yeah,
have even seen the fourth line in the overtime. Like Max Domi was having one of the worst games he's ever played, and he goes and scores the overtime winner. Sheldon Keefe would have never done that. He would have never put him out there. I don't think I would have put him out there. But this is why getting a veteran Stanley Cup winning head coach like Berube is good for the Leafs, and he's like emotionless back there, which is nice.
Yeah, man's a robot.
A fucking goblin robot. He's scary, man.
All right. Is that it for Leafs talk?
Just go win tonight. Like I don't want to sit here and think about this podcast after. The game's on at 7. We'll see,
All
boys.
right.
45.
You guys want to rip our dude's draft then?
Yep.
Well, okay. Well, hold on.
Oh no.
Well, we have the NBA. We have the NBA playoffs.
Oh, we
as
do
well.
have the NBA. Dude, I forgot.
I don't know. I don't know if you want to rip some convo on that real quick, but
Yeah, let's do it.
okay. Okay, I'll just bring up some points, and then Aiden and Jake, if you have anything that you want to say about it, then feel free. Okay. This OKC Thunder round is just hilarious to me, okay? Because, well, first of all, Thunder are winning right now, actually. They just beat the Grizzlies for the third time to go 3-0 in the series so far. They're going to obviously win that thing. But game one, they win the game by 50, which is insane in the NBA. That's like winning in NHL 8-0 or winning it in the NFL like 40-5. Like that's insane.
Next game, first round of the playoffs.
Yeah. Next game, they're down 29 and they have a comeback to beat them. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous how good OKC is. It's actually scary.
It is insane. Would you say 50? They won by 50. Then they won by 19.
50.
And then they were down 29, and then came back and won that game.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
And they're about to send them home today, like you said. I think they're up like 5 right now.
Yeah,
what
they
a
are,
series! Yeah. Like for OKC, the Grizzlies, it's not their year.
God no. Okay, so then we have Nuggets, Clippers. Clippers are up. They're up 2-1. I think that they're going to scratch out of there, and I think that that's sick. It's an underrated story in the NBA this year because Kawhi's finally healthy, and he's been on a tear this last month. He's been on a rip this last month.
This is like vibes of Toronto back when they won
100%.
in 2019.
And it's just like it's the same thing with the Leafs. Harden is the Leafs of the NBA. Like I just want to see him do good in the playoffs. It sucks that he has one of the greatest regular season careers of all time, and this guy dwindles like a leaf in the fall in playoffs. It's just brutal. So hopefully,
I feel the same way about Russ.
Yeah, 100%.
About Russ. I will say this is the best series going on right now. Because this series, this is Game 7 type series, anyone's series. And it's all because of Jokic for the Nuggets. Like, he keeps them in the game. I kind of want to see the Clippers do it for the same reason. Kawhi is proving that he's one of the best players, despite not having the points to back it up. Like, he's like 150 ranked all time in points. Like, he is not up there at all. But when he is healthy, he's one of the greatest players to ever play.
100%. Okay,
and then like you said, Harden. It'd be nice to see Harden win a ring. I think the Clippers are good enough to beat any team in the West.
I think so. I think they could. Okay, then we got Lakers Wolves. This is a surprising one, I feel like, for most people, because I think a lot of people are high on the Lakers supply, but Minnesota's leading 2-1 right now. I'm scared about that finals appearance from the Lakers. I don't know, man. That's looking further and further away.
The size difference out there looks tough, and
It's
Ant's been good, dude.
Yeah, it's tough. I just
Not having a real center to go against Rudy Gobert, and I hate Rudy Gobert openly, bro.
I do too.
Openly hate Rudy Gobert. I wear shirts that say
too.
I hate Rudy Gobert. But
bro, I don't even wear shirts because of Rudy Gobert.
But yeah, it's hard to match that size out there.
Yeah, it sucks. Jake, you have anything on Mr. Laker, Mr. LeBron?
No, I mean, to be honest with you, I'm just focused on Game 3 or Game 4 tonight for the Leafs. I could not. I couldn't care less about the NBA right now.
My brother's playing for the team right now.
Okay. Me and Aiden will rip these out.
Yeah, we gotta go quick. I got a game to watch in a minute.
Okay. So then we got Rockets Warriors. Series is tied 1-1 right now. Tonight they play at 9:30. I think Warriors are gonna win that series, but I low key. Sorry, Steph. Sorry, Draymond. I want to see the Rockets pull that away. I just feel like it'd be a step,
Yes. I feel bad for that team because to have to play the Warriors in the first after getting the second seed, like that's ass. Dude.
Yeah, it is.
That's ass.
Because Warriors are better than their seed tells.
100%. Houston is so young. Besides Fred VanVleet, so I think they'll be back there. Yeah, the Grizzlies just swept. I'm sorry, the Thunder just swept the Grizzlies.
Yeah, 117-115.
I agree with you though. I do think the Warriors will take it. I think that could go to like Game 6. It's still a competitive matchup, and dude, the way they're guarding Steph has been nuts. Like they have not been blowing whistles out there. It's some 90s ball.
Oh yeah, they're allowing stuff to happen in this in these playoffs this year. Okay, now we got the Eastern Conference. Here we are. Cavs murdering the Heat. I don't think that's a surprise. Honestly, good for the Cavs. Heat suck, and the Cavs need some credit, man. We need to give the Cavs some credit. The first seed, 60-win team, 60-plus win team. Give them their love. They're a good team. They're a really good overall team.
Oh yeah.
So, like to see that. Then let's go Knicks Pistons. This is my favorite series.
Go Pistons.
This is the best series in the East for sure.
Honestly, either of these teams, I'd be happy if they moved on. But to me, that's the most entertaining series out of all of these, except for maybe Minnesota Lakers, just because both of them are just kind of like nobody talks about them either. But the fact that
and the Pistons have been in it too. Like I think the last game they only lost by like 2 or 3 points.
Keep cutting dog.
Yeah, they could easily win this series, 100%. I don't think they'd go much further than that, but still.
Agreed.
Okay, then we got Boston and the Magic. It's a 2-1 series right now. Just crazy to say, in my opinion. I don't know how Boston has given up a game. And Tatum now might miss a few games, potentially.
Yeah, he missed the last one.
They'll be fine.
They probably will be fine in this series, but it's just, I don't know how you even give up a game in this series. Like, the Magic are so much worse than the Celtics.
I think without JT, this game could go to 6 without JT. But dude, if they had a healthy JT, this should be over in 5 tops.
Yeah, I would have expected a sweep, but Yeah, they'll make it
I
out
thought
of
they were
there
gonna sweep
still.
them
But
too.
okay, and then saddest of them all,
I hate this.
Bucks, Pacers, also 2-1, 2-1 in Indiana's favor.
Pacers are
I
better.
can't believe the Pacers. The Pacers are better, but I just give me Giannis. Give me Giannis.
Yeah.
I would.
I actually have a lot
I
to
would
say
just
about
love
this
to
one.
see them come back. Yeah, let's hear it. Rip it, Aiden.
First, I want to give the Pacers their due because they have like 5 people on their team averaging double-digit points, and every game in the playoffs they have put up those double-digit points. Like it is impressive how well they play as a team. And then on the Bucks side, I'm in the same boat as you, Carson. Giannis is so good, and even in the playoffs, he's still putting up 35 points a game. Like it actually hurts watching this series because how good Giannis is doing and how little help he has from anyone else.
Bro.
Damian Lillard is the most washed player of all time. Leave, bro. He is bomb now, dude. I couldn't believe like the last 2 games have been awful from him. They stand no chance. They stand no chance against the Pacers. I think Giannis doesn't have the help. He has to have a 30-point triple double for them to win a game. It hurts.
Yeah. Come to the Raptors next year, buddy.
Oh, imagine, dude, Giannis on the Raptors.
Him, Quickly, Barrett, Barnes,
Dick.
and Grady.
Oh.
Oh. Oh yeah. No.
Yeah, that's the sad series.
My heart goes out to Giannis. Anyway, that's a wrap, I guess, for the NBA.
Here we go.
Welcome back to Dude's Draft of the Week. Today we are doing a little bit of a different one. This could go a lot of ways. We're doing best ways to use a stick.
Oh God. Boy.
I don't know. Who would like honors?
I don't want honors.
Who would like to be first in line on Bonnie Blue?
Pass.
All right, Aiden, you're up.
No.
Aiden, we'll go by camera orientation.
Okay. Okay. I interpret this as like I can craft this out of a stick. Correct?
Yeah, you can do whatever you consider. Like
Okay. Okay.
like technically, this is a stick.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. Sick. I took the golf club is as a stick. Does that make
Okay.
sense? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Okay. I took
Yeah.
using a stick for a golf club. Is what
Okay.
we're doing.
I'm just gonna take a baseball bat.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay. Dude, I don't know where I'm going with this.
This is gonna be like
My-
best sports equipment.
No, my picks are gonna be fucking weird compared to you guys. Okay.
Okay.
Best thing you can do with a stick? Hold leaves.
Okay.
That's my one.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Okay. So me again here? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Walking stick.
Nice.
Those are my one, two.
Okay. I'm gonna take the slingshot.
Nice. I like the slingshot. That honestly, that's perfect because my next pick was the bow and arrow. I was gonna take a longbow.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then to wrap it around, I want a stick to poke the bear. Can I take that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. Deep in the bag.
I'm gonna take a spear.
Nice. Okay. I'll go I'll go Boomerang.
Ooh,
Oh,
that was a good
good
one.
pick.
Okay. So would it be me again?
Yes.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
to round out your list.
All right. No, that bag you just reached deep in. I'm going even deeper, buddy. Sundial. Give me sundial.
What?
You never seen that? You stick a stick in the ground and it tells the time.
Oh, wow! What an amazing pick.
Oh my
What a
God.
great draft overall.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say a good. No, I'm gonna go hockey stick.
Yeah, hockey stick was good. Yeah. Okay, my last pick. I will take a fishing pole.
Nice. Any honorable mentions, boys?
I thought of the ski poles.
Yeah. What else is a good stick? Yeah, they used to wipe their ass with sticks. Back in the olden days.
Who's they?
Me.
The people.
Me.
I used to wipe my ass back in the day with a stick.
I used to
Maybe it
wipe
was.
my
I used to.
God damn it.
Oh.
This has devolved into. Anyways, that was Dude's draft of the week. Alrighty.
Now it's my turn.
You guys got anything else?
I think that's it.
Shannon Sharp Wilden.
Yeah,
gone
he's
from
stepping down
ESPN.
from all his stuff.
I heard the voice call and it didn't sound very good.
Uh-oh. What did he get accused of? Was it the R word?
Well, kind of.
Okay.
She said.
It's the
She
SA.
said, I don't want to have intercourse with you because you're gonna choke me. And he went, yes, I'm going to choke you. Among other things. I don't know. It was a bit of a. I don't know. You hate to see.
You hate to see it.
Hate
Skip
to see
Bayless would never do that. Wait, no, didn't Skip Bayless get caught doing that?
No.
Oh, okay.
There was a rumor that Skip Bayless wanted to pay the one of the Fox Sports girls $500,000 to bang him.
Oh, dude. That's like,
That's a rumor, though.
yeah, and free money,
She said no.
brother.
Poking,
Skip.
choking,
Allegedly.
pussy soaking, Lakers in 5. That's anyway.
Yeah, a little bit of a
that's
shorter
crazy.
episode today, so
Yeah,
We'll
let
leave
us
it
know
there.
how if you guys like the shorter format. I'm actually curious to see if this does better than 2 hours. So
And
Well,
we
and-
got. Go ahead, Carson.
Well, I was gonna say probably exactly what you're gonna say. I was gonna say now we're on Riverside too, so the frames are a little bit different. Maybe the overall optics of it. So that
Yeah,
might be
that and
different as
we're-
well.
We're gonna make a big push to record more episodes a week. That way, we're more on top of things. So,
yeah,
Yeah.
This has been the Huddle Podcast. Please like, comment, subscribe. We are on Spotify, Twitter, and Instagram. The Instagram's been popping, so go check us out. Cameron Scataboo.